Today we're making Philly cheesesteaks Montana style, and you're gonna love it right now. Welcome back and thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook, as well as subscribe and follow our channel because we have some good stuff coming up. Today I'm talking about something that my family loves, I love, and I think you're gonna love too, and that's a Philly cheesesteak Montana style. So I'm doing a little bit of prep work right now and beforehand because there's some marinating that takes place beforehand. So let's jump into that really quick. So the first step is to cut up your meat. So get some thinly sliced beef or whatever type of meat you want to use. You could use bison for this as well, but we're using beef today. Got thinly sliced, and I actually took that thinly sliced beef and cut it into about 1/4 to 1/2 inch strips. So I have the whole bag of it here, as you can see. And I'll show you just one little chunk. I didn't figure you wanted to sit through me cutting up a bunch of meat, so but just little tiny chunks like this. So just tiny strips, tiny little chunks, and put them into a bag. And now we're gonna throw together our marinade. All right, first things first, here is our meat. We got it all cut up and into a 1-gallon plastic bag. And here is what we're going to use for our marinade. I don't have exact amounts on this, but I will roughly guess so you can get a good idea. So the basis of this marinade is Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna say about 1/2 to 3/4 cup of this, depending on how much meat you got in there. Second is some Frank's hot sauce, the red hot sauce. So I'm gonna put, say, less than 1/4 cup. So 1/8 of a cup. Next, I'm gonna put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on here. Not a lot of this, maybe 2-3 tablespoons. And last, we're gonna put some of the cabelas sweet rib rub in, which will add a little bit of sweetness to the barbecue sauce. It's already sweet, but counteracted by the Worcestershire sauce and the Frank's. So a little bit of this, we'll say 2 tablespoons. And that is it. So we'll seal this up. Mix it all together, make sure it gets mixed all through there. Now it's best to do this and let it sit, probably 3 to 4 hours. These are tiny pieces of meat, so you probably don't really want it to sit overnight, but I mean, it won't hurt if you love the flavor of the marinade. Today we are, as normal, running a little behind on time. This is gonna marinate for about 1.5 hours, which is fine. It'll get some good marinade in there, and we'll cook it in its sauce. Done point, it looks like that. Yep, didn't stab myself, so I'm good. Looks like that. We'll stick it in the refrigerator, let it marinate for that 1.5 hours, and then we will get back to it. I'm not gonna bore you with sitting here watching me chop these up, but let's take these and we will say, and there you go. Great trick, huh? Yeah, not really great. But it's done. You didn't have to watch me cut it, so you should be happy for that. So these are, it's like kind of lentil style. It's not super thin cuts, but I cut them fairly thin. Not too thick, not too thin. Just like that. So let's get them on the grill. All right, and now it's time to fire up the Blackstone. Okay, so we got the Blackstone heating up. We're gonna put a little oil down, get our vegetables down, and get them to start cooking. So here's that. Important to get on the vegetables first because they are going to take a lot longer to cook than that cut up meat. All right, about 30 minutes in, 20 to 30 minutes in, you can see that the onions and the peppers are starting to get a little dark. The onions are starting to caramelize a little bit, so we're going to push those to the other side of the grill on medium heat, put some butter in there and let them cook up a little bit, and then we'll get to cooking the meat on medium to medium high heat. Here we go. So as we're nearing the end here, I also recommend a little Stella. Has nothing to do with the recipe, but it's getting a little warm in the Blackstone, so pop yourself a Stella. Not sponsored, but love to be. All right, so the trick of what I do here is in the meat. So you can see there's still some juices. We don't completely cook out the juices. It's not a dry meat when we're done. It's still got that juice on the outside. It's cooked. We've cooked it for about 5 minutes tops, and we've cooked out a lot of the juice, but they're still kind of coated on the meat. We'll mix everything together right now and we'll be done. We'll be ready to go. We're gonna brown up some bread and be ready. All right, last piece, we're done. Everything's browned up, everything's cooked. The bread's in good shape. Now we're gonna break off some chunks, put some provolone on there, spray a little water around to melt it. It's time to eat. Well, I just plated, but I didn't press record, so you're just gonna have to see the finished product. There it is. And there we have it, the finished product. We'll see how it tastes now, but I'm gonna guess it tastes pretty good. Here we go. Well, good as always. You really need to try this tonight. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe to our channel. I shouldn't say our. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Share it if you could. That would be really great. And as always, thank you so much for watching these. Till next time.